We left off talking about how Musk's endorsement could spark a new era in women's sports, but let's get into the real implications here. The WNBA has always faced an uphill battle in terms of attention and investment. While players like Clark are bringing the spotlight to the league, the reality is that the WNBA still operates on a fraction of the budget compared to the NBA, and that's a huge problem when it comes to retaining top talent. Imagine this: Caitlin Clark, one of the biggest names in the WNBA, leaves to pursue bigger opportunities outside the league. What kind of message does that send to other players? It's not just about Clark's decision, it's about the ripple effect it could have throughout the entire league. Other top players might start looking for their own opportunities, especially if the WNBA can't keep up with the kind of money that tech giants like Musk are offering. This could lead to a talent drain where the WNBA loses its biggest stars to outside endorsements, or even to other leagues. And let's be honest, if Clark leaves, it's going to be a huge blow to the league's credibility. She is a game changer, not just any player. Losing an athlete who attracts fans, viewers, and sponsors would compel the WNBA to reconsider its operations and player compensation. But what if this goes beyond Caitlin Clark? What if this is the start of a bigger trend where large corporations and tech entrepreneurs decide to spend more in women's sports? Musk's involvement might indicate a shift in the environment. Although women's basketball has long been underappreciated, wealthy individuals are finally beginning to recognize its potential, which might result in a significant flood of funding for both basketball and women's sports in general. But wait, there's more. What if Caitlin Clark's decision to leave the WNBA leads to the creation of a rival league? It sounds crazy, but think about it. The WNBA has been the dominant force in women's basketball for decades, but it's also been criticized for not paying its players enough, and for not giving them the same level of support as the NBA. If Musk and other investors get involved, they could potentially create a new league that offers better pay, more opportunities, and more visibility for women's basketball players. This kind of shakeup would force the WNBA to either adapt or risk becoming obsolete. Imagine a world where top players like Caitlin Clark, A'ja Wilson, and others jump ship to a new league that treats them like the stars they are. It would be a game changer, not just for women's basketball, but for the entire sports industry. Now let's get into what this means for Caitlin Clark personally. Taking this deal from Elon Musk would set her up for life. It's a massive amount of money, and it would give her the financial freedom to focus on her game without worrying about paychecks. But it's also a risky move. If she leaves the WNBA, she might face backlash from fans who feel like she's abandoning the league. And what if the new opportunities don't pan out the way she hopes? It's a lot to consider. On the other hand, staying with the WNBA means continuing to fight for better pay and conditions from within the system. Clark has always been vocal about wanting to elevate women's basketball, and staying in the WNBA could allow her to continue that mission, but it also means passing up on a massive payday and potentially missing out on bigger opportunities outside the league. It's a tough decision, and one that will likely have huge implications no matter what she chooses. But one thing is clear: Caitlin Clark is at the center of a conversation that's bigger than just her career. It's about the future of women's sports, the role of big business in athletics, and whether the WNBA can evolve to meet the needs of its players. As we wrap up this part of the story, let's think about what this all means in the bigger picture. We're watching a pivotal moment in women's basketball, one that could change the sport forever. Whether Clark stays with the WNBA or takes Musk's offer, the decisions made in the next few months will have a lasting impact on the league and its players, and that's just the beginning. You won't want to miss this story, so stay tuned as we follow Caitlin Clark's journey to see where it leads. Will she use the $1 million to change women's basketball from the outside in, or will she remain with the WNBA and fight for change from within? Please remember to like this video. In order to keep up with the most recent developments in women's basketball and beyond, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for viewing, and we hope to see you again soon.